Ready?
Sorry, we in church. I like church music.
We have to time it down.
So you must still be club.
Everybody can comment, say hey to us. Good evening.
See, look at you.
I say good morning all day.
Oh, yours over there. Okay, yeah. Good evening, folks.
Say hi to us. Say hi to Muffin. Congratulations to Muffin.
Congratulations to Rihanna on graduation.
Hey, Jay. Yes, we graduated. It's time.
So what the?
No, I can't.
Okay. See, she can't. Goodness. I'm worshiping and she wanted to turn off the music.
Sorry.
Getting a hallelujah in here. Going from glory to glory.
Can't do the yellow today. So, how's everybody day been going? How was church? Whether it was Bedside Baptist or Sofa United Episcopal, whether it was in there.
You ain't exegete that right.
You're right. Whether it's in the actual building, but with your social distancing, how's everyone's Sunday? Hey, OSHA, amazing.
Hey, OSHA.
Amen. Awesome. Well, we're going to dive right in. When you come in, please say hey to us. Let us know that you're here.
And if you want to come in the room,
yeah,
wave your hand in the air.
Yes. So we're talking about, what is our title today?
When is enough enough?
When is enough enough? This could go in so many different ways,
so
many different avenues. So if you guys got something that you want to talk about, go ahead and put it there in the chat.
When is enough enough? When you hear that statement, when is enough enough?
What does that even mean to you? Like, enough is enough.
I'm annoyed. I'm fed up.
Done. Hey, Bridget.
Tired of this. I'm tired of this church.
Hey, Melissa. If you guys got something that you guys want to say, or based, going off of
on that topic.
Yes.
When is enough enough?
Going off the topic, on that topic. Hey, Simone.
Shout out to Simone.
Put it in there. If it's, Pause. Maybe you think, yes. If you think you're gonna get in trouble about it, just put asking for a friend or something like that. Or my cousin said, talk about finances. Or my mama said, my daddy said, talk about kids or Christmas shopping or whatever.
Yeah, because right now in this season, we know that, of course, the season is to celebrate Jesus Christ for being born, coming into earth and being willing to die for us all in this room. Hey, hallelujah. But what we have done is that we made this holiday about spending. And when is enough with us taking the meaning of what this season should be about and making it about possessions?
You know what's crazy? We've been hearing that same song and dance since we were kids. Jesus is the reason for the season, and it's not about gifts, not about toys, but yet and still, we still go broke.
Still go broke.
It's been years.
Spending spending just
maxing out credit cards to make sure we get that PS5
get it savings
for our kids. We've been hearing that all of our lives, and then now we turned into that. Whatever. Ms. Bridget said, it's enough the first time I say it, and it's invalidated or simply ignored my feelings, my ideas, treatment of my family. Unpack that for me. When is enough enough? Hey, T. Unpack that for me, Bridget.
So in this season, I'll ask y'all too.
Hey, can you get my broke glasses? I don't know where my purse is. Oh, my purse is back there. Guys, y'all see my glasses?
When is enough with these glasses?
Somebody sat on them joints. I got another pair, but these are my broke. I'm in the office and nobody see me, but I just put it on. Yep. Anyway.
But
Miss Reed. What you say?
Miss Red. Yeah, we getting it all wrong. Too much money for folks who don't give a crap about us if we was on fire and we're pissed. Come.
My idiot.
You coming in the room firing. Fire. Shot. We don't no. See, you turned off my church music to sing shot. Little John.
Yeah. That's what
kind of spirit? Yes, it's Little John. But is there a limit on your spending in this Christmas season? Have you actually budgeted? Or if you got a boo thing, is there a limit on that? Huh? Kendra better not look at me to buy no Louis Vuitton if I can't get my full pair of J's. Huh? Don't put no limit on that.
Yeah, I'm not that material person, so you got to say something that's going to be relevant to me.
Okay, I'll buy you some shells from Home Depot.
There we go.
And then you looking at me strange because Jordan, the 13s just came out. Mm-hmm. Huh? Royal Blue.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
And you looking at me like, no.
What was you just saying? My parents would spend thousands literally, and folks would lie and say, "Oh, your gifts are in the trunk for like 4 years." Oh my God. Wow. Now that's something I don't think we've done maybe as a kids. We've done that, like the exchanging of the gifts. But I remember experiencing that. I don't know what we used to do when we were young. I don't remember. But when we got together and we went to one of your family members' house, I don't know which aunt it was, they gave gifts to all of you guys.
Yes.
And I'm like, that's too many dang old kids to be getting gifts for. Like, where you work at that you could even afford that. So, Bridget, you said your parents would spend money to get gifts for others, and they wouldn't even return it. They wouldn't not return a favor, but it wouldn't be reciprocated. Wow.
Yeah, and that's why it's just like, man, like this season is supposed to be about one thing, and we made it about something else. So, I guess.
But when are we going to stop that? Again, we say that all the time. We said that last year. Oh, well, we actually did it last year. We bought them one gift, and then we went.
Listen,
we went for a trip.
If we gonna dedicate, that's what I believe in. Dedicate to. Excuse me. Listen, we sat them down, talked to these kids. Like, listen, y'all gonna get one gift, and there's a big gift that y'all all gonna enjoy. Mm-hmm. And sure enough,
we took them out of town for Christmas.
Took them out of town.
And it was, if we can do that every year, that's what I want to do. Like, we didn't do that last year. We didn't do it this year only because of Corona.
Yes.
But, like, I don't want to do gifts anymore. I want to do straight, let's go out of town somewhere. Let's go somewhere where there's some water. If there's no sun, there's at least some place where they can just have fun, like some type of resort, something. Raven said, yeah, I need a solution because I have about 19 nieces and nephews wanting gifts. Somebody save me. My God.
Yeah, that's tough, Raven. I'm sorry. You got to go to Five Below. Somebody say that Five Below spirit. I felt that thing.
Yes, for real. Because even if you get like, man, you get them $10 gift cards, that's pretty whack, but $10 gift cards, what's that, $190? Bro, I don't know what to tell you. Hey, Tia. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about that. Raven, just don't do it.
Just Five Below will work.
Yeah, but or don't do it at all. Like, I don't know. They got to get used to that. Dollar Tree is your relief for today. Receive it.
Now, Sister Bridget, we can't be going to Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree toys versus Dollar General or Dollar Family Dollar.
Listen, tell me to be creative. Dollar Tree, I don't know. You gotta go. Wait, you gotta go out. Like, you go out to Dollar Tree. I ain't gonna say that the toys are the best, but you gotta just tell them to be creative. Let's do a big craft. Let's do a big crafts on today. But anywho, yeah, so enough is enough. So as far as spending, as far as these this holiday season, it's so crazy. And this year, I'm telling you, I my kids this year they really didn't ask for too much of anything. I mean, my daughter's random. She asked for a fursuit,
Yeah,
like
it's like
basically like a mascot costume,
yes.
and she asked, "Oh, I can't have that. Okay, well, I want a DJ. Like I want a DJ set, like something that she can actually learn how to DJ." Sis is random. Like, okay, so if it's not fursuit, it's a DJ booth thing. Okay, neither one of those. Next, but she like, well, whatever you give me, whatever, that's cool. Boy, he's like, yeah, whatever you give me is cool. Molly, he just went wrestling crazy, so Undertaker,
Yes.
whatever. But he just really, my kids, they're really not asking for much, and I'm so grateful.
And I think what it is too is that Christmas is all throughout the year. Like it's if you tell me you want something and if I can get it, if it's in my reach, I'll do it. That's just I want to have that relationship with my kids to say,
Yeah.
hey, if you ask me something, if I can do it, I'm gonna do it just because you're asking. And then once Christmas come around, it's like, okay, what can I get you that you already don't have, right? So
yes. Yeah.
I think that's
And
one
that's
of the
for us too.
yeah, like with us, it's like I don't have a want. I got my Christmas gift early.
Mhm.
Hey, I want the AirPod Pros. I had to trash just regular AirPods.
They're not
And
trash.
no, I don't like them. I'm
They're
sorry.
not
If anybody
gross.
have regular AirPods, I didn't want to offend you.
They're more
But they're more. I can hear everything with the actual Pros. Got those. She told me she wanted these Pharrell shoes, the Adidas. So I got those, and that was pretty much it. I think
that's pretty much it.
Yeah, because it's just this season. I think it stresses a lot of people out, and that's what enough is enough. Like it could mean,
When is it enough?
when is it enough? But as well, it's just like we have
When
to
you're
go back to
stressed
we got to go back to the reason for what this is for. Of
When
course,
is enough? When you're stressed out and you're depressed because you couldn't. It's not that you didn't have the money to afford a PlayStation 5, but you couldn't find one.
Yeah, and I think
so now you're stressed out because your kid isn't going to have what they wanted.
And I think it's culturally too, right? Because we grew up so, our culture is we grew up, poor hood, we had to struggle to get here. Now we here and we can actually get something. I think we go to the total other end of the spectrum and like overdoing it.
Yeah.
And it's like we was talking earlier about a parent that bought a kid a PlayStation 5, was looking for one. Mm-hmm. The kid didn't even want it, but because of what was basically what's going on in the world, you got to have PlayStation 5, you got to have a new Xbox. You sitting here breaking your neck for something that a kid, he ain't even going to appreciate it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, when has our culture changed from the actual reason of what this is supposed to be about? Mm-hmm. And now that, like I said, again, we have arrived somewhat, we just wilding out and stressing out. And then it's like after Christmas, you got bills on top of bills.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what Bridget says, crazy but true. The other part I feel some kind of way about is when you give a gift and you're proud of it and someone does a price comparison and make you feel bad because they spent more. That is something too. That is something.
Or make sure you put that gift receipt in that present. Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
Remember, we kind of had that situation happen. It was a gift that was given, and it wasn't what was expected or what was asked for, and the gift was returned to go get what.
I don't remember that.
What, you don't remember that?
No, who was that?
I don't know.
Listen, we have to take that off there because if I find out who that is, huh? I'm acting my color. I'll knock this Christmas tree over right now.
Stop it.
Because it ain't the tree that my Christ hung on. Oh, shut up. Oh! Sorry.
So yes, that's what's going on. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the replay. We are really like 15
Shouts out
seconds
to
behind.
Adolphus in the room. Adolphus in the room.
Hi, Adolphus. How are you? So good to see you. It is so great to see you. I'm so glad that you are able to join us today. But yes, so when is enough?
All right.
So we talked about Christmas.
We kept it very, kind of, kiddie with it. When is enough? Is there a price range on your spouse or on the person you buying something for in this season? Because if I've been great to you all year, if I've been faithful, if I've been paying bills.
I just need to go on the charger.
But you have a charger in your room, sweetheart. Here, go put that on the charger in your room.
Let me cook. If I've been a great black man in this world, I've been taking care of you and this family, paying these bills, being faithful.
You talking to me?
And just.
You talking to me?
Yeah, ain't no limit on what I want. Cause you my woman. You supposed to be like, yo, Kurt. I see your
Kurt.
I see your value. I see what you doing. So them off-whites that you've been praying for, that shouldn't be a problem. It don't matter if they was $600-700. Your faithfulness is far and beyond monetary value.
Fire from your candy kind. Anyways, Bridget said when you start spending bill money, you've gone too far. Yes.
See, that's the thing, Sister Bridget. These bills is paid. Let the church say amen.
Okay.
Are they not?
Bills are paid. Yes. But what about goals?
That is a goal.
Things that we have set. Hey, we want to pay these bills, this bill off early. This is a plan. Off-whites, are they going to be there? I don't know, but who cares?
Whoa, you being disrespectful.
You're right.
That's disrespectful.
But making sure that, hey, this, I'll say car note.
Mm-hmm.
This car note is paid off. So that's saving, that's putting money back in.
You're right. But in this season of giving, shouldn't we want to invest in our spouse's wants?
Yes.
In that one time?
Yes. But how many wants though? Like that one time? No, doubtful. Because how in the year, I'll say in the quarter, the last quarter, what? Don't turn around. What other wants did you get?
What you talking about?
Exactly.
What you talking about?
Exactly. Because the off-whites that he's talking about, that's actually a true story. He actually got those. What other sneakers did you get? What other sneakers did you get? Yes, the bills are paid, but that money right there, it could have went on something a little bit cheaper, or just the one pair. Like that's the one that you should have got. You should have stayed with that one.
But because Christ died for me.
Are you serious right now? Okay.
I'm gonna give him praise.
I tell you like this.
While I'm spending.
I'm gonna slap. Oh my God. Okay, when is enough?
When is enough?
I married a shopaholic.
You being offensive right now. That's okay. I'm gonna go there. I ain't no shopaholic. But see, in this season that we in right now, when I realized that baby Jesus came down and was born, and sacrificed.
We can't just get one gift. Hey, Derica.
when he sacrificed his life for me, I feel my spouse should sacrifice $1,000 for them sneakers I want.
You are freaking crazy. That's what you are. $1,000 for a pair of sneakers.
Michael Jordan, MJ.
Okay. So Bridget said the others gift houses, cars, etc. with cash. The us's of the world be praying for that bonus to cover that watch we don't need.
Sister Bridget, you not listen here. You gotta stop rebuking sometimes. It's Sunday.
Jay said, I feel like if you can pay your bills, save money, and buy what you want, you should do just that. Jay, no.
Come on, Jay. Praise the Lord,
devil,
Jay.
The devil, a stat for Jay's. Yes, that's how it is. Jay, yes. I don't mind that. But let's keep it down to, like, we got to set a limit.
See,
we got to set a limit because
we can't limit. We're not putting limits on my God.
Okay.
My God
we
can supply
we gotta do one. Maybe next week will be on finances, because the way we have our house with finances, we'll talk about that next week. And in this case, with what Jay just said, you should do what you want to do. With that, with how we have our money set up, and how we run our house financially, it'll always be unfair, because Kurt will always get, because that's his way of thinking. His way of thinking, okay, let's get that. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna spend that. I got it. The bills are paid. Boom. And then I'm thinking a whole nother way.
Yeah, she's thinking, hey, you don't need them off. You got enough pairs of shoes, Kurt.
You got enough pairs of shoes. Let's put that money
on your car note. And I'm like, well,
let's put 2 more papers on the car note, or let's pay off, or let's put that money on a trip that we're actually planning next year.
That's gonna get taken care of.
It's gonna get taken care of, but
do it early, and then I miss out on the blessing of those Jordans that come out, and now I got to deal with resale.
Yes.
Were they up in the price? These bots out here.
Time out, because the way that you have to buy sneakers, you are most likely to be dealing with a resale. You get on these apps and on these websites, and you're in waiting rooms, and by the time they get to you, the person before you, 2 people before you, then bought up 5 pairs of your 9.5s, and they about to sell it on eBay for $1,000.
On my Social Security.
But I'm just saying, what I'm saying? Come on. So the Off-Whites is what, like $200 and something, right? It was like 2 something.
Off-Whites was $200. The issue was they were women's sneakers. Michael Jordan was very smart with his marketing to make them women's sneakers and make the colorway that men would want them. So then we had
$200.
$200.
People bought all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Put it back on eBay for what?
$660.
$600 to $1,000.
Yeah, $600 to $1,000. Off-White Fords, if y'all know what I'm talking about.
If you couldn't get it retail, leave it where it is. It just wasn't meant. That's how I feel.
See, now.
If you couldn't get it for the 2 something, why in the world would you pay triple?
When is enough? See, when we go to that car dealership,
to get something that's gonna do what? Benefit who? All of us. I ain't gonna benefit from them Off-Whites.
Yes, they will. Because I'm an upright man walking with the Lord Jesus Christ, and I'm leading my family into the next year, 2021.
If you don't pay your bills and save, why not get what you? If you pay your bills and save, why not get what you want? You can get what you want, but there is a limit. So when is enough with that? There's no limit. So we're no limit soldiers. And that's why the saints is broken the prayer line. That's for miracle. Okay, I do agree with that, Kendra. Thank you. Amen to what? Adolphus.
Amen. Thank you, Adolphus. I'm here cooking. I'm glad you're in the room, my brother.
I just threw up. Him and Valdez, the only people who stayed there.
Listen,
I didn't converted Jay. So with that, but that's what I'm. It will always seem
love
unfair.
Don't have no cost.
I'm about to mute your
love
mic.
Don't have no cost. When Jesus was born,
I'm about to pull his plug.
When Jesus was born,
I'm about to pull his plug like Uncle Hammond used to do. He'll pull a plug on these.
Love don't have no cost. Huh?
So, like I said,
I can't remember the name of the sermon I watched today. Otherwise, I would quote it. From glory to glory.
So, with that, it will always be unfair because you will be walking around, you will be getting what you want. And what I want is for us to
What you want,
eliminate
HGTV.
yeah, for us to eliminate debt faster. So if you're doing it that way, and if whatever money that I make, because I'm not an employed an employed. Oh, what is the word? I'm temporary. Oh, what is that? Oh, I'm working temporary right now. So with the money that I have, it's going on stuff that I need to put it on. And you're like, oh, cool. So this is freeing me up. This is
We sorry, this Zoom is acting up.
No, it's not the Zoom. It's my emails keep popping up.
Oh. But yes.
So with that, it's like, oh, what you see is I'm freeing up. I'm free. Some of the bills that I was paying, I'm now freed up from because now she has a job. Well, my job don't pay as much as yours do. And then so if my money is always going on this, on trying to make it better for us, I'm not really getting, that's my mindset. So while you walk around here looking fly, I don't mind wearing.
Don't say it.
That's how I am.
I'm trying to get you right.
I don't
you
care
don't
about that
walk
stuff.
in that anointing.
I have
You're trying to be carnal.
This is because of Kurt.
Wearing them knockoff Yeezys.
There's no way that I could care less, but this is conversations that we've already had. So,
when is enough?
Yes.
Sick of this.
Let her know what you'll go above and beyond for her.
Come on, because love don't got no cost, Valdez. That's what I'm trying to tell her. When it comes to this season, would you be mad
if your spouse asks to not spend on gifts?
We made that decision one year. We was just like, hey, we will chill, working in corporate America. There's things called, of course, you get bonuses every quarter when you work in sales, but there's also this anointing called a corporate bonus. And when you get those, that blessing just come through. So we decided to say, hey, Christmas we'll chill out. Once we get the corporate bonus, that's when we will do what we gonna do for each other. But yeah, love don't have no number. Huh?
It wouldn't bother me, Bridget, if we didn't do the gifts. Because again,
you try to ignore me.
Yeah. With that, like even with the kids, Kurt, he's going to go and get something, and I'm like, no, they don't need it because they get throughout the year. They have everything they need.
But see, did our parents do that to us? They got us stuff throughout the years, and they still worked and still got us something for Christmas.
If they could.
They
did
it.
If they could, but they know when it came. They know when it came down to it. Am I going to struggle to make sure that my kids have gifts? I don't want to live that life anymore. I don't want to say I don't want to live that life anymore. I don't want to be a part of that. To me, that's crazy thinking. I have to literally struggle. I have to live paycheck to paycheck, or I have to work. I got to do all of this stuff just to make sure that they have gifts. I don't want to do that. I don't want to live like that, and I don't want them to do that. Now, I don't care if they're the only people in the world who, if they're the only kids in the world who don't have that mentality, who parents don't have that mentality. I don't care, because guess what? You guys have everything you need, and majority they have what they want.
Yeah.
What more could we get them? That's why Janila could ask for a fursuit, because she has everything she wants.
A fursuit, and that joint looked up a fursuit. It was like
$1,000. The cheapest was $400 for a mascot. I just want to walk around in a mascot, it looking like somebody's mascot. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, that's true about us. We have done our Christmas afterwards and let the kids have their day.
Yeah.
That's growth in the relationship. That's so true, man.
Yeah.
That's so true. Yeah, because it's like, you're gonna get a deal anyway. I'm just thinking like this week I get paid, so I'm like, hey, I'm looking for just a fursuit.
I take.
Yes, a fursuit. She wants a fursuit.
Sis wants to look like somebody's mascot.
I don't know what that's about. She's being artistic.
Yes. Yeah.
So we're gonna let her express herself.
Yeah.
Jay.
So
listen.
are y'all going to get it right now?
The Off-White took the budget out.
You hear that, Jay?
The Off-Whites.
The Off-Whites took that
So I'm gonna
budget.
walk around and I'm gonna say, baby, I'm stumping for you. Stumping for you.
Trifling.
That's not trifling. Because her day will come. Her day will come. But
You're so trifling.
enough is enough.
That is true. Enough is enough. So
No, but for real, like,
we covered Christmas, we covered financially, which kind of went back into Christmas.
yeah, relation.
Oh my God.
Okay, so in the midst of this, since we talking about budgeting and stuff, can that cause a rift? And is that a valid reason for someone to want to end what they have because they feel that spouse has a spending problem? Is that right?
It depends on how far it takes you.
Okay, expound.
If it's to the point where we're about to lose our house, we're about to lose vital things because of your spending,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say I'm going to leave you, but something like it has to be something that
This is
happens.
hypothetical, by the way.
Yes. Thank you, Jesus. We don't do that. Hey, Blair. If it affects your home, it's too much. Yes. So, yeah. Is that grounds for leaving someone because you have a spending problem?
Mm-hmm. But
I wouldn't agree or disagree.
But who dictates if it's a spending problem?
When it starts to affect your house.
Okay, when it starts to affect your house. So if there's nothing lacking per se, that's not grounds to leave. Hey, I don't like that you got 25 pair of sneakers and you going on pair 26. I don't like that. Let me go ahead and just dip because I don't like that you keep spending on this stuff and I feel that you can be spending this on something else.
No, but that is something that you should definitely get counseling for and, speak with a financial advisor. And that's some heavy prayer because that's again, like shopping,
Mm-hmm.
We laugh about it, but shopping is a real addiction.
It really is.
It really is. You know what I'm saying? It's a real addiction. Like there was a time that before I even had my check in my account, because I knew it was going to be there, I had stuff ready in my Amazon account, in my eBay account. I had stuff already set. Just for me to click checkout.
That's crazy, but it's so true. Like I'm thinking about it now. Like what my job is, everything is pretty much repetition because you is a sales call center. So you're going, you're looking to sell, and it's like I'm just thinking about all the websites I open up. Like I open up my Blue Cross stuff, Blue Shield, all of that, and then the last one I open up is eBay. And it's like, okay, why do I do that every day? Mm-hmm. Like just sitting there thinking, like, okay, let me just go on eBay. Let me type in, looking for kids' Christmas gifts, of course. And then I'm like, let me look at some J's real quick. Yeah. See what they got on there. The authenticity button was right there. Like, okay, these is authentic. Let me go ahead and just start talking.
But as well, the people that we watch. We could watch.
Come on.
We could watch church service and see that the drummer has on these sneakers.
Shouts out to Chandler. What's the worship leader?
Chandler Moore.
I seen him with them Off-Whites.
Oh, I showed you.
She did. See, let me go ahead and testify about these Off-Whites. How this was all in my house. Okay.
I was rubbing it in his face.
First of all, she's like, "Oh yeah, we about to watch this onward service," and I'm like, "Yo, I'm not watching no church right now." She's like, "Just look." Chandler Moore is on there shouting in the Off-White 4s, and then the church. I'm like, this is how I know this is the Lord. The cameraman did not pay attention to Chandler.
He
He's zoomed in on his sneakers the entire time he's shouting, stayed on his feet. And I'm like, okay, God, I'm supposed to see this. I'm supposed to fight for these Off-White 4s. So you see the deliverance that came through on this year? 2020, it may have been bad, but guess what? The Lord delivered them Off-Whites to me. Somebody lift their hands.
I don't want to. Bridget said this is an extreme example, but what if they gamble? That is extreme, but that is really common. And you know, it gets to be it. What do you have to say about that? What if they gamble? What if gambling is part of the?
Okay, good.
I'm gonna go block the dolphin. Oh, what if they gamble? That's a real situation. Someone's the spending habits, and you know the trouble is gambling.
I mean,
because you're waiting. I mean, I'm not a gambler, so I can't even speak from that perspective. But you really take a chance, and it could possibly be, this could be my moment. This could be my hit. And you can actually win one time. You can actually win and be like, see, look, I only spent $20 and I just won $250.
Right. And then it's an addiction.
Then it's like,
I gotta get another.
What was that? Carlton off of Fresh Prince?
Fresh Prince, yeah.
He was gambling at the little...
He took Will credit cards and all that. He told Will not to get caught up, and then he went and sipped on the devil's juice. He spent all the money.
Why are you so churchy? Gosh.
Listen, my salvation is 24/7.
Churchy. I didn't say salvation.
From glory to glory.
I didn't say salvation. I said churchy.
See, I ain't churchy. It's salvation.
Yes. So yeah, when it comes down to that, to the gambling thing, that I don't want to say that that's a deal breaker, but I don't want to say that that's grounds for divorce. Again, I don't want to agree. I don't want to disagree because I can't speak.
Yeah, we're not condoning that, but
yes,
you would definitely need to seek some counseling on that.
That's deep because it can get to a place where you are spending everything. You've maxed out credit cards and you know you have responsibility, but once I get this hit, because it's, you know, to me it's like a drug. I would say it's similar to having that type of addiction. Once I get this hit, it's a big chance I'm gonna get this hit. I done lost so many times or whatever. It's a big chance I can get this hit, and then all our problems are over. I can pay back that. I can get that. Like what I will gain from this one hit could possibly change our lives. But in the meantime, getting to that point, it's like, man, what are you putting your family through? And then afterwards, after that's gone, what do you want to go back?
Yikes.
Are you going to go back to try to get another hit?
Pause.
So, yeah, pause. Valdez said if it's no balance within the spending, that's a problem as well. If the guy wants his lady to be fly all the time and she doesn't say anything about what she's getting, is that a problem? Is it only a problem with someone that's only spending on themselves? That's good. That's good. And honestly, we went through that.
Because I'm like, hey, you know, listen, let's go get you something, you know. And sometimes it was contingent on me already having something in my mind to get myself. Sometimes it was contingent on me getting something for myself, but I wanted to be a blessing, not only to myself, but to my wife. So I said, hey.
I don't like you.
I don't like you. Why don't we go here? I'm going to take you to the outlet or something.
No, but you also bought me something.
Yeah, it's like I would buy her stuff, but it was just like, okay, I didn't want that. It's nice, but I didn't want that. Oh, you must have bought this because you got a package coming in the next day.
Yeah. or you would buy me that. I'm like, oh, thank you. This is nice. And then the next day, there's a package with your name on it, and this for you. I said,
God's got a blessing.
That's why you brought these. Okay, well, since you bought these for that because you have wrong motives, let me expose you right now. Let me let you know how I really feel.
Okay, let's go.
I didn't want
male
it.
versus female.
I didn't want it.
Why do women do that? You always want to try to point out that fault. But then when it's my turn to point out the fault.
Why are you so close to the microphone?
Because I gotta. You better not ever say I'm close to nobody's mic.
I didn't say nobody.
Pause. Pause.
You're annoying.
But back to my question.
No, for real. Why are you?
When is enough enough? Why does the fault have to be pointed out to the male, and the male has to take that all in, process it, apply it?
Why are you always faulty?
See what I'm saying? I can't even get to the end of my question without the woman jumping in and trying to indoctrinate the man.
Why is it always the man's fault? Why are you always faulty?
I need some men in this room because this is about to get, when is enough? Okay? Because sometimes, maybe most of the time, when I point out something to you, it's usually accurate. When you point out something to me, no, Doc.
Nah, women are too into details for us to be like, nah. We're too into details for you to say that.
Okay, expound on that. What you mean?
Too into details. I could tell you the day, the time, what you had on, what you smell like, all of that.
That's not always true.
Okay. Yeah.
I can do that.
Now, in most cases,
it's me doing that.
It's you. Because I can't remember.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember nothing.
But
I remember
yesterday.
what you said, though. I can't remember what I had on. I don't know what I cooked yesterday. What did we even eat yesterday? I don't even know. And that's honest.
I cooked breakfast.
There we go. So, but women are really full of details. So we can tell you what you had on, what you look like, what you smell like, what you were doing, who you were talking to, who was around, with what you happened. If it was something that really affected them. If it's something that really affected me, I can give you those details. But me, as your boys say, I'm a little too, I'm too, I don't want to, they call me, I'm a NI.
A ninja.
I'm a ninja. I think like a ninja. So it's some things that really it doesn't really affect me like that. And it's not like, I'm not going to say sensitive because it may affect you, that you may be sensitive. No, I don't want to say that. But I'm just saying, as for me, I'm not affected by stuff like that. So if it really affects me, that's when I can really pinpoint details. So that's what I'm saying. Details. This is what you did. This is what you said. This is how it made me feel. This is how I responded.
But yeah, I get that. But again, I want you to answer my question.
What?
Why is it that we as men in this society, sometimes we gonna fall?
Hi, Linda.
Sometimes we gonna fall, and that's okay. And we already got to get beat up with the world. You feel me? We black African.
Please don't. What I tell you about that? Please don't bring that. Don't bring that on here. I told you how I felt about that.
Stop. Don't. You interrupted my speech.
Because it's.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Again, a woman jumping in thinking she know what I'm gonna say.
I can object.
No, that's trying to take over.
No, it's an objection.
When is enough enough?
You're
tired of you objecting to me talking.
Say something right, and you won't be objected. When are you going to stop being faulty?
Oh, Jesus. Who determines if I'm faulty?
We determine.
Who's to say, as the man as being the head, huh? You're supposed to be in alignment with me. So if I'm faulty, we both faulty.
You know what? I don't know where this
What?
man came
What?
from.
I just
don't
dropped
know.
a nugget.
No,
Can you in the room? Amen.
this is why we're the helpmeet, ladies, because they need help.
Oh shoot! What?
This is
Oh,
why.
we going there. When is enough
This
enough?
is
Because that's a bunch of
This is why.
boo-boo.
Because if you didn't need help, then we wouldn't be called the helpmeet. You need help.
What are you helping?
I'm helping you to be a better person. Because right now, your mind and what this is right here, you need help. So
What are you helping to meet?
Meet your righteous mind because you lost it. Let me bring it to you. Because you lost it. Let me help you get it back.
Well, if you to help me, I need to ask the Lord to help me escape.
All right, well, go ahead.
That's a joke, people. It's a joke. It's a joke.
I can.
Listen
I
here.
carry. Can, what we're talking about is when is enough? We talked about, Christmas and the spending. We talked about finances, which went back to Christmas and overspending.
Now we on when is enough enough? When a woman can just stop beating up her man. You feel me?
I don't know what that means, but we're not
Let me
talking
be
about.
a man.
We're not talking about that. Kurt brought up. What did you say?
Woo, Jesus!
Something about being at fault or something. But that was off of something else. I don't remember.
I'm
But
sorry,
we were talking about I know the last thing that
we went down a whole avenue.
Yeah, we
Ken. I'm
did.
sorry. We got intense.
you can't cover up the fact that you can spend a stack. You can spend $500 more to cover up the uncoverable. So we're talking about finances. So gambling and like when is enough with spending? Is overspending grounds for divorce, separation? If gambling is into play, if gambling is into that, if the addiction to gambling, if that's in play, is that grounds for separation, for divorce? When is enough? Like when is that?
What's the threshold?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the threshold if there is one? If there's a threshold, what is it? With spending, when is enough?
See, in this Christmas season, woman, you have to realize the bills just clenched.
I could tell by your eyes.
The bills just clenched. So what you should want to do, because you know your husband loves the bills, you would be like, hey, you know what?
Bills.
Yes, you'd be like,
Like
honey.
the Buffalo Bills?
Yes.
Okay.
You'd be like, you know what? Because I love you.
I'm talking about bills, like
no
lights, gas.
No, lights, gas is paid. What? I'm talking about the Buffalo Bills. Since these Buffalo Bills then went out and dedicated and won, when I look at my husband, he's like the Buffalo Bills. Because I done won. I done clinched a lifetime of love.
Guys, y'all see my glasses? They're so trifling.
Yo! I done clinched a lifetime of love. So what I should do is, them sneakers that you want?
See. You're fired. Yes. Oh, you're a Bills fan. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
We Bills Nation, Ken. I don't know anything about football. I just watch it to yell at the screen like everybody else. I'm here for the food. That's what my shirt gonna say for the Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh.
I'm here for the food. I don't know what's going on.
When is enough?
Yeah. We're talking about that. We're talking about, shopaholic, because Curtis won. He should say enough is enough. Oh no, Valdez, because that went out with the Off-Whites. The Off-Whites took that budget.
Yeah, her glasses ain't part of the budget. That wasn't part of the Off-White budget.
No, Off-Whites took that budget.
What?
Off-Whites took it. So yeah, That deal, 2 for $69 at America's Best.
No, we can do that.
That went with the Off-White.
We can do that. She just don't be wearing her glasses either.
No,
she ain't telling the other parties.
No, my glasses, my actual glasses are in my purse. These are my in the office glasses thrown on the desk somewhere just in case I don't have my real glasses. Ew, Kurt.
These are jokes. Be joking, okay? Don't think I'm buying sneakers and like you ain't get no glasses. My feet is more important than your face, than you seeing anything.
I almost spit this water out. Like
listen, I would not do that. I would not do that to her.
Hey, Britt.
I'm not being a negligent husband. Man, y'all see Kendra, she only got one. Her glasses only got one thing in it.
This is one who got one eye.
Man, Kurt, them some nice Off-Whites.
Ain't that how it is?
Come on, Ken.
I think, what'd she say?
No, I think there has to be a balance. I love spending money and shopping, but I also shop on a budget. Opposed to spending $300 on sneakers, I'll stretch $150 just to shop. Hey, you know what, Ken? I may have to take that. But again, sneakers is tough. It's tough because Michael Jordan makes our life so difficult. Every week, when I say almost every week, he's dropping something that's just like, I want those.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you can't win with Michael Jordan. And then next year is just going to get worse.
Yeah. The thing about it is, that's like not my addiction. I don't want to say not an addiction. That's not my challenge.
Mm-hmm.
That's not my appetite. We're gonna raise an offer tonight for her class.
Yes, Bridget, raise an offer for her. Put her Cash App in the chat. She needs some glasses.
My Cash App is Honey Up
Them
Home.
Off-Whites and took them away. All that offer went to them.
Everybody get $5 to go to Kendra's Glasses Fund. Hi, Bree.
Oh,
everybody
Jesus.
just get $5 to go to Kendra's Glasses Fund.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
No, that's good though. I think in definitely a relationship that has to be a conversation like, yo, especially with us, like we know each other. She know like I'm a sneakerhead, so it's just like she know me. It's like, hey, I see these shoes. I'm gonna show them to her. She gonna be like either like heck no. She may say like no. If she like them, she'll be like, oh, I like those, and then that's like my incentive. Like, okay, go ahead and chase it. If she say no, I'm still gonna chase it, but I'm not gonna chase it as fervent as I would if she said yes.
I am done.
And then if she says she don't like them, that really makes me like, when I think of the goodness of Jesus. When you hear that, when you hear that in church, you get a quicken and you go, whoa.
I don't.
So when she say no, it's like she's saying yes.
No, it's really not. My no means no.
When is
my
enough
yes
enough?
means yes. Because honestly, that's a good point. And that's really true. It may be funny, but that's really true. You know, that's really how he thinks. But that's his appetite. That's not mine.
Yes, that's a.
So, you know.
Yes, Ken.
We're creative. So if she says no, would you still buy them? Yes, he would still buy them.
I would.
He would look for maybe a cheaper. So he'll go on eBay and maybe look for a deal. So he probably won't pay the $300 that it actually costs. He may find something else cheaper or something. But the thing is with me, with his sneakers, I don't care if the Jordans or not, he has too many pairs of the same color.
See,
that's what bothers me.
That's not spiritual.
You have 6 pair of that same color. Please don't bring another shoe with that color in it here. But he's also giving. So it's like, oh, I've had these sneakers for years. I don't really wear them that much. Let me find someone to give them to. So he has done that. He has given sneakers away. He's given away a lot of sneakers, especially during our move. Say hi, Molly.
Hi, buddy. All right.
And to get the paper.
Get what?
So it's paper right there. Show him where your paper is. So that's the thing with me.
Bridget, I need you to stop doing math.
Come on, teacher.
This is not math class today.
Hey, Sonia.
This is Sunday. This is
But
church.
That's the thing. But again, that's not my appetite. So I don't really agree. I don't empathize. I don't sympathize. We're not connected in that. Like, oh, they're cute. They're cool. I don't want them. You know, that's not something that's going to entice me to see Jordan bring out a pair of like, ooh, I got to have those. That's
yes,
not
you
me.
did. I don't sit here and lie. You just seen them rose gold. It's whatever them Jordan 6s.
I said, ooh, those are cute. I would wear those. If I don't get those, I am totally fine because I've forgotten about them until you just brought it up. It's not my appetite. But if you say, like, yo, what my appetite is, I gave him a list of stuff that I want to do. I want to fix up our basement to do like home improvement stuff. I want to fix up our top porch. I want to make that our spot. When he took me to Jamaica that year, we were on a patio. We were on a patio connected to the room, whatever. It was so dope to me that I'm like, we have the patio. We have a balcony, a top porch like this. Why can't we do this? I literally will go out there. I will have my tea, and I will sit and read. I read the word. I listen to the word, take my notes, whatever. Like, it was just a peaceful time, peaceful place for me. And I want that. So that's where that's one of the goals that I want. I want to fix up my basement to put him in there.
See what you're trying to do?
I want my.
Did you hear that? No, don't.
I want my guest room.
That.
I want my guest room back.
Help me.
So
don't whisper that.
I want him to have a bigger space in the basement, and it's gonna be nice because I'm gonna actually get it done. It's gonna be done. It's gonna have electrical. It's gonna have walls and ceilings and floors and
Reese
stuff.
in the building. Shout out to
Hey,
Reese in the building.
So that's my appetite. I can tell that to him, and he's like, I couldn't care less what you want to do. Like, that's whatever. But if he bring a pair of sneakers to me, I don't care. What does that do for me?
And you know it's crazy, Ken. Like with her, she's like a more hands-on. Like she'll try to
get your D-pads ready,
try to fix up stuff. It's like. Yeah, because I can help with that, but that's not like my forte. So it's like with me, I'm the type of person like, okay, I'm gonna hire somebody. Like I don't have a problem paying somebody to do it. Versus with her, it's like, well, no, let's look on YouTube. Let's do this together. And it's like, okay, I get that'll be a nice project, but I just want to get it done because you're saying, hey, you want to put me down there? Okay, let me get the person to get this done so we can move all this stuff down there.
That's my appetite, but as well as look who my father is.
Yes.
My
Shout
father.
out to Grover.
Yes.
Walker James. Jeez, I said
Grover James
Walker. I'm sorry.
He's a fix-it guy.
Yes.
He does home improvements. He does all of that. He builds. He puts together. He breaks down. He fixes things. So that's what I grew up. I grew up working with him. Like literally, I grew up working with him. I grew up doing things like that. So that's something, hey, I want to learn how to do it so I won't have to pay anybody to do it. I'll know how to do that. I know how to fix that. I know how to do that. I know how to change a tire. I want to learn how to do it myself so I can do it for myself. Mm-hmm. But that's awesome. That's what I was raised into. But as well as that's kind of the independence. That's kind of the independence factor because it's like I don't want to depend on anybody. So we gotta wait for somebody else.
Yeah. So just women just understand and be understanding with your spouse. Be understanding with your man.
Start the DIY project. Yes. That's me.
I'm talking.
She wants to learn.
I'm talking. No, I'm just joking.
I know you want to talk about these ugly sneakers.
Listen. So wives, girlfriends, if your man has an anointing in the area of sneakers, you have to be willing to invest into that. Because in this world, We don't have a lot of good men. So you say, quotations. But if you got a good man that's dedicated in the home, but those children bringing in that bacon, eggs, sausage, grits, pancakes, waffles.
Are you hungry?
I'm hungry.
We got chicken in there. That chicken you made, it's really good too. You season the food like that.
So invest in your spouse, because it's worth it. So look,
Exactly. He's annoying.
Ken, I was trying.
No, Reese, ain't no so. No.
From glory to glory. Glory to glory.
No.
Be willing to sacrifice.
Because that's a whole nother conversation.
What?
You have a good man, so you say, or you know, there's
whoa,
not a lot of
that was
good
offensive.
Men.
That was offensive.
I'm just trying to repeat what you said. There's not a lot of good
men.
There's not a lot of good men, so you say, whose fault is that? Because guess what?
Ooh, okay, you stumping
Whose
her.
Fault
you stumping.
That there's not a lot of good men. Because a lot of men want to blame that on a woman.
Oh.
When you need to blame it on your mama.
What?
I said it. It was me. A lot of men want to put that on, I'm not a good woman, or I'm not a good man, or this, because so-and-so hurt me, and she did this, she did that. No. Mothers, are we preparing our kids to be someone's husband, someone's wife? Are we preparing our kids? When is enough? Are we preparing our kids to be someone's husband, to be someone's wife? And sorry.
Listen.
Sorry, I think it's women's fault too because of low standards. Yes, because we may have the standard of that.
The good man can't be appreciated, and he can't get his sneakers because you still on
sneakers,
yeah,
bro.
I'm using sneakers as the example.
Let's not, because guess what? Well, you know what? No, because if you approach a woman and your feet ain't right, you probably ain't gonna have a chance. You can have a good heart, you can be good.
So let the man get his off-whites.
But you know what's crazy?
Get his Yeezys.
Because R.I.P. God rest his soul, Steve Jobs was banking, but he had on crushed New Balances, and I'm like, ooh, that's kind of different.
Reese asks, what's a good man? A good man is a dedicated man, a Christ-like man, a man that's striving to provide, a man that's striving to be faithful to his one man. Because when he look at her, he say, whoa, that's mine.
Okay.
And he's willing to die.
What is a good man?
I just said it. A good man is going.
You didn't win into.
I went into characteristics.
Yeah.
Characteristics.
Yes. Bridget said you're gonna be living in the basement with them all the lights. Yeah, that's why. Bridget, there we go.
I gotta
that's why we about to build up
I'm trying to sow the seed of a blessing. Because when she get off the sheet, I'm like, you know what? The Lord laid on my heart to go ahead and look for you some sneakers.
No.
I know.
I don't
but
think he's gonna
back,
do that.
Reese, back to a good man. A good man is a dedicated, goal-driven, upright person that's willing to live a life to show the woman her worth. And that was a very politically correct answer. I don't know what else she's looking for, Reese. I don't know what else she's looking for. But when is enough?
How many sneakers do you... Don't ask, Reese. I can show you better than I can tell you.
You know, in the story when they told
you wait until this Rona over. You can come and see.
Yes, it was a very political answer, Reese. I tried to stick to the guidelines.
Help me, Jesus. So yes, again, back to what I was saying. we could talk about the good man and all that stuff and what hurt you. And I'm not putting
Why
aside,
are you so dismissive?
because I'm not putting aside, that hurt can bring
Ooh.
upon, how does a good man be an example for his family?
That's a good one.
Too. Yeah.
Um,
So his family, his immediate family, or
yeah, can you give us
like his family that he created, his wife, his kids, or showing through his wife and kids how showing his parents, showing his siblings.
Yeah, can you expound on that? If you're saying like direct family, like, oh, my kids, my wife versus like, my sister, my brother, if it's family versus
that's good.
That's a good question.
Good.
How does, I think the answer is being committed, showing no what's the word I'm looking for? Being consistent. That's something that, and I say it often in my prayer time. I just know why it sticks with me. Like, yo, God, you're so consistent. Like, there's no fault that I can find. You're always there. You're always this person for me. Mm-hmm. You're like you're dependable. Mm-hmm. So it's like when I think of that, I would say probably that's one of the things I would say stick out as far as for a good man, for a family, is being consistent, being in their lives, being dedicated, showing love in different a potential husband and a present husband. Okay. So a potential husband and a present husband. So how can he be a example?
Like you said, being consistent.
Yeah, being consistent, being dedicated. Of course, showing love, showing the other side of love, which is discipline. I mean, it's all it's so many things that come to mind when you say, like, for family to see that balance of, hey, dad should work, dad should provide, and dad should be be in a certain place of the household to be able to, that's his domain, but a lot of it too, the wife does help a lot. And I'm experiencing that with this whole work from home thing, is just, man, kids. But I think it's a lot of things that go into being a good example for family. Obviously, like I said, I think it's dedication, consistency in the home, of course, love, the balance of love and discipline, and being able to listen too. Because I mean, with kids, if you have younger kids, some of them love to talk, and it's just like, all right, you're not really making a lot of sense. This isn't going to impact my day, but I'm willing to listen and show that I'm attentive, because if I'm not listening to them, where are they getting their validation from ultimately? Because I'm supposed to validate who you are as a person. So when you go out there, there's not going to be any question of you knowing your self-worth. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's it.
Being present, not only, I mean, just it's what I'm what I see in you is what I'll say. Being present, because being being in a room with your kids doesn't mean that you're there. Mm. You're there physically, but are you interacting, or are you on your phone? Are you into the TV? Are you doing other things and not really interacting with them? And that's something that, yes, that's Duda. He will talk all day. Don't do that to him, because he got stuff to say.
Yes.
So, being there, and also it's like, but also, tell him, what I see with him is how patient he is. And I told him, I said, like, when Janila was seeing him seeing him with Julian is different. It's different from seeing him with Nyla. When Julian was younger, versus when Nyla was, younger than what she is. I saw the patient, loving Kurt. With Julian, I saw he was patient and he was loving, but he was like kind of hard with it sometimes. He will have that man, like, okay, boy, whatever. But it would kind of make me jealous, because I'm like, you can be patient with her and loving and kind, and here I get this nasty, stinking Man.
But with children, we have to understand that there's a level of grace because they are innocent. But when it comes to Lakendra that was just singing Little John a couple minutes ago, talking about shots, 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 huh? And I'm a saved man of God. And she push them buttons like, she pushed them buttons like that. We gonna talk about that. When is enough like that?
I don't like you. So all that I just said, you know, the goodness about my husband, I take it all back.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm acting up a little bit. Shouts out
Hi,
to Lynn Fletcher in the room.
Lynn.
Lynn Fletcher, where's the baby at? Hope the baby's doing well. She's a Bills fan now, Lynn.
Don't do that to my booski. Don't do that, booski. Don't do that. But yes. So when is enough?
Yeah. We covered a variety of when is enough.
Yeah.
But
we didn't get to talk about what I was talking about.
What was you talking about?
What I was talking about was how are we raising our kids to be someone's wife, to be someone's husband?
Yo.
Because we're raising our girls to be, you know, women and to take care. You know, they see us doing what we do, but we're raising our boys to be little suckers. But
suckers.
Some. I mean, sorry, they're a little sensitive and all of that stuff. But
Ken, I didn't catch it. She did compliment me and then she tried to take it back. that's that millennial one. I mean, that's that new age woman.
Listen,
we're gonna take your love back.
You was trying to give him a compliment, and look what you did. I just take it all back. I just snatched it off.
What kind of love is that? That ain't agape. That ain't the biblical love.
That's for Jesus to give.
Ain't you supposed to be the embodiment of Christ?
Yes, I'm striving.
Oh.
I'm striving.
Oh, you going real church.
Ayana said it best. Mothers ruin sons. Yes. Mothers can ruin a son. I'm trying not to be one of those. I'm trying.
You hear Nyla in the background? Mm-hmm. Yeah, see?
I'm trying not to be one of those. I'm trying not to be one of those.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I laughed when Jamal said something. It wasn't funny, but we was at my mom's and he was just talking about, you know, he has little friends that come over. Most of his friends are girls. Like, besides, of course, when we go with the go visit our friends that have boys, so that's fine. So he was just like, you know, and when he plays with them, he's like, oh, you know, we tell him that's your cousins, you know. He was like, man, yeah, such and such. I got 2 girlfriends, and I'm like,
bro,
he's never said that before.
Never.
And I'm just like, 2 girlfriends? What? And I'm just like, I want to laugh, but I'm like, I didn't raise him to say that, but I don't know where he saw that at. So y'all got to pray for Brother Jamal Johnson. Put him in your prayer.
Put him on your prayer list.
Because he think he's supposed to have 2 women, like he in the biblical days.
Hold his name up.
Hold his name up in the word of prayer. I don't know where he got that from.
Yes, what Bridget say? Well, Valdez said we have to show them how to be a husband and a wife. Yes, we have to show them. Bridget said you can't tell him he's a punk for crying. Not hold them, and then not hold them accountable for keeping up their grades and give them expensive gifts with a $50 average.
You better say that again,
That's
Bridget.
true, but that's another thing. Yes, we confuse our children. He's a punk.
Yeah, I seen like a meme of that. Like it was a mother saying that to a son, and then on the other side of the meme, it was like, then when he was a man, and she was like, you need to be more into your emotions. It's like
your wife is asking you to be into your emotion, to be sensitive, and to open up to me. Open up your emotions to me. I'm a safe place. But you were groomed and raised and Men aren't supposed to cry. Men aren't supposed to show emotions. If you show emotions, you're weak. If you're doing this, you're that. You know, if you're doing this, you're labeled as that. So when does that switch happen? When is it, oh, don't be a punk, be punching in your chest because, you know, you're acting up or you're being a punk or you're crying over something. When is he supposed to switch?
I'm sorry, this gonna sound real bad. The switch happens when he started having sex.
That's when you open up to your emotions?
Think about it. I mean,
I don't know. I can't think about it.
No, because you don't want to think about it. You got a 13-year-old back.
No, because I'm not a man.
No, I'm just saying, like, because that's the first time that it's like, all right, I'm going to, man, this is crazy. Like, you reliving like your life of like when I was a teen. This is how I thought. Like, oh, this is what I want. So I'm a tap into that. You know, like, hey, if she's emotional or she likes certain things, I'm gonna try to get that. You know, tap into whatever that is because I want. Unfortunately, in the scenario of sex before marriage, it's like you're basically trying to get something you shouldn't be getting. So it's like, I'm going to work at that. I'm going to work at it. I'm going to work at it. Oh, she crying. Let me be there for her. It's like, okay. Now let me move from, I was there for you when you was crying to how much do you love me? You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah. So it's like, the unfortunate part of that is I think that's when that bridge is crossed to where it's like, oh, I'm cognizant of, okay, if she's emotional, let's see how I can try to help quote unquote help her.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me see. I'm gonna read what Bridget said. Yep, Valdez. Yes. You can't tell him. She read it already. I've yet to know a man who said sex made him more emotional. Wow. Men can separate the two. Women have a harder time. Yes, that is true. I was saying more or less, Bridget, from the aspect of in the chase of a man saying, hey, I want to get such and such. I want to get her. So I'm going to try to understand her because I'm trying to get her, basically. So if she's emotional, oh, yeah, okay. I hope you're feeling better. And it's like, even though there's nothing, he doesn't really mean it, but because I'm looking to get something, I have a goal in mind to be like, yo, that's what I want.
Who's that?
Like Valdez said, it's manipulative. It's unfortunate that it's manipulative to get the draws.
Yeah.
And that's the facts.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
But when is enough with that? When are we gonna train these children? Yeah, it's tough. It's tough though. I mean, everything is over sexualized anyways now, so it's to the point to where it's like, oh, cover your eyes at everything. You can't even watch Disney.
Jesus.
This Little Mermaid got boobs popping out.
She married a guy after 3 days of knowing him. Somebody said that.
No.
Yeah. So, we got anything else? Anybody else got anything that we want to talk about before we get off?
Yeah, this was just when is enough? We just sat and talked. It was like, okay, let's see. We'll jump subjects with it. Thank you all for being engaged. And of course, we want to get some of these folks in the room. It's hard to train them when they learn from us and our lives are raggedy. Real talk. That's real talk.
That's so true.
That's real talk, Bridget.
That's
for
so
real,
true.
For real.
That's so true. And especially we have that on top of what are their friends saying, because they get it at an age. I know I was at an age where what my friends said mattered more than what my parents were saying, because I needed to be a part of the cool crowd, or, you know, I'm a part of the cool crowd. I have an image to maintain. So I have to make sure, like, I could be two different people. 3, actually. I could be, 2 different people. I could be a person at school. I could be a different person at home. and I can be another person at church.
Mm.
You can see me as this person in church. You can see me as this person in school. And at home, I'm this. Pretty much my church and my home kind of like runs together, if you would, kind of runs together. Well, it depends on where I am. Am I in my room? Or am I sitting in a living room interacting with my family? Because I'm a different person from being in my room, from interacting with my family too. Am I on the phone with one of my friends from school? All of that.
Yeah.
So,
I think
it's hard to train them.
Yeah, we're gonna try. I think I want to tackle the sex in the church. I really want to do that one because that's gonna probably be the next subject. I think this is an interesting segue into that, just because the reality is, it's like, yo, I was in the church, I knew better, but I was horrible. Like, what is that? Like, how can we prevent that from happening with our kids? And you have to factor in it's 10 times worse. So the access that we had to fight to get to, our kids have it, period. They have the access to anything perverted, anything like that. So how can we help the next generation to kind of not be, I don't want my sons to be what I was, if that makes sense. When I was younger, as far as to, I know I don't want my sons to be what I was younger.
Okay.
Because hey, I know better. I'm in church. I claim to know Jesus, but this old flesh is winning a lot, huh?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I have someone in mind that I want to have the conversation with. A minister. He's hilarious. But is more to come with that. I don't know how open people would be to sharing in that type of setting.
If y'all don't stop, I'm gonna beat up everybody. Willing,
we're just trying to help, especially this next generation, because the access, like I said, is crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is, and we have a 14-year-old that's in his room all the time, and that is on the phone with his friend all the time. But he is open about what he's feeling. You just have to ask the right questions to get it out. He's gonna tell you, but it's like it's so many questions that I need to ask. But I need an answer for, but it's like, what questions do I need to ask in order to get the answer that I need, I guess.
And I think one of these Sundays we're just devoted to honoring y'all, just because each week we don't take it for granted that y'all, take time out of your Sundays to spend with us and talk and engage. So we'll try to figure out something unique to do with that.
Top fans.
Of course, we have people that helped us with from the start of this, Carl with the sound, Blair with his actual Zoom page, the camps, just hooking us up with Pastor Keith. It was just so many people that helped us to kind of get to where we are now. So that'll probably be one of the ones too that's upcoming. We'll have to figure out how we're gonna honor y'all, but that's coming too. We never want to take y'all time for granted. So
yes, as well as for those, if we got some business owners on here, please reach out to us. Let us know. We would like to support
Reese.
Yes, Reese. I got earrings from Reese. We would like to support and shout out a business. Let's try to do that. Shout out a business.
Ken has her.
She has her tutoring. Takes a village. Yep. So yes, business owners, reach out to us. Let us know what you have. We would like to support. So we love y'all, and y'all have thought provoking questions. Amen. Thank you so much.
Amen. Thank you.
Man, this is an answered prayer, and we would like to be what we needed and what we still need. So thank you for being that. What we are to you guys is what you guys are to us. We love y'all. We family. M2M family for sure. Yes.
Just keep praying for me as I go on my journey with these sneakers, and just pray for Kendra that she just lets the Lord use her and prick her heart. That when she is asleep, she sees Jordan. She sees the Jordan 10.
I can't see because my glasses. I can't see it because my glasses are.
You don't need You don't need glasses. That is a natural thing. But you're gonna be dealing with the supernatural God.
I can't see because my glasses are broke.
You know what? Let me just speak. You don't need them glasses. You gonna need glasses in heaven? Huh?
No.
Huh?
You ain't gonna have them sneakers in heaven either. All right. We going back to our last conversation. You ain't gonna have them sneakers in heaven.
The basement.
The basement. See how he tried to bring that back around? But them sneakers.
Listen here, Sister Bridget.
Because when he gone, right, Bridget? Wait, what was that conversation we had? The last conversation we had. When he dead and gone, right? Where them sneakers gonna go?
That's an inheritance. I'm leaving for my children's children.
Stop it. They're off-whites. They're beige. By the time your one son gets it, they're gonna be fit for the trash.
You don't know that.
Trash.
That's not Christian.
Yes, Nyla. That's my back.
But again, guys, like I said, we love you. 13
pairs of glasses. My Cash App is Honey I'm Home.
Get
for
Kendra
those.
Some glasses. We're gonna pray for Sister Kendra. I'm gonna pray for him, and that pole gonna reappear.
Hi, Dion.
Shama.
Hey, no one explains that on the Judgment Day.
You gonna be like, Kurt,
I chose sneakers.
You chose some sneakers
over my wife's glasses.
What was you thinking? But Lord, you know my heart.
See? Exactly. You know what?
In my mind, I could see my wife seeing clear 2020. And we in 2020. Oh, Shama.
So, guys, we love you so much. Thank you so much for taking
fake spirituality.
It's disgusting. Thank you so much for taking this time to spend with us this evening. It's been amazing. It's been great. It's been full of laughs. As always, thank you so much for everybody who joins. Basically, every time we're on, they try to come in at least for a little while. Just to say, hey, see what we're talking about. If we're not interested for them or they got something to do, they leave. And it's okay. We good. We good with that. So we love you guys. Thank you so much.
Yes, more to come. We'll try to do stuff like midweek too to kind of lead up to this stuff.
I don't want to promise that.
Yeah. What?
I don't want to promise that. We have church ministry. We're wives. We're husbands.
I'm not a wife. I'm a husband.
We're wife. We're a husband. We're moms. We're dads.
Yeah. We
have church ministry. We have Help Our Marriage to Musicians. We have New Sound Mind. We also have Too Precious for This World. We can't really.
Somebody will do that. Something.
Adolphus. Nice to see you again. So. We love you guys.
Yes, listen.
Hi, how are you?
We will be in touch soon.
Oh Jesus,
my eyes. And before we jump off, if anyone, and I don't know how comfortable you'd be, but we have an ideal on specifically towards a married couple that has dealt with any type of sickness. We will have a topic called in sickness and in health. To kind of deal with how do you process if your spouse is sick, how did that go? How did that process go? Just because, of course, COVID happened, and we have a couple in mind that we still want to see if we can reach out to. But if anyone has dealt with anything like that and would want to be a part of that conversation too, that just came off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Pause. But yes.
And if you know anybody who is not, even if they're not a part of Help a Married to Musician, even if they're not a musician or a singer or musically inclined, it's okay. But the title again, the subject is again?
In sickness and in health was basically, it's like, in the vows you say, in sickness and in health to death do you part. So it's like, how do I get through a sickness with the spouse if he's dealing with COVID, or if he's, my spouse has cancer, so that could be something that we could pray as a community, for if it's someone dealing with that, but also if they're on the other side of that. If I've been healed, hey, this is what happened. This is how I got through it with my spouse.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Any of that. So if you guys know anyone, please, and they're willing, you can give them our information and we'll reach out. But yes, pretty please soon. All right. Love you guys.
Love y'all. Talk to y'all soon.
Yeah.
Cheers.